Morning guys, and welcome to a change of scenery here on the trading floor in the office. So this is Rav. He might not look like it, but he's the best trader on the street. Blow him away, Ollie. For those of you that can identify that movie quote, put your email address below. There's a prize in it for you, for each and every one of you. So today we're going to be talking about trade accounts, okay, and the best trading platform for you. So I'm going to go through a list of criteria that we look for when we're looking for the right broker. So guys, there are 13 criteria that I look for when we're looking for the right broker with the right trading platform. The first thing, one of the most important factors, is reliability. You do not want that platform crashing on you on a regular basis. So choose an established broker that has a proven platform that works. Read the reviews, make sure they've been in business for a good while. Both the brokers that we work with have been in business for nearly 30 years, 60 years between them. So we know they know what they're doing, they've ironed out all the tweaks, there's no gremlins in the background. So make sure you've got right reliability with your platform. Make sure the platform is simple, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. I always say to my team, keep it simple, stupid. It's the best way. If it's complicated, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to get confused, and more than that, you're not going to enjoy using the platform. And it's really important to us that we enjoy what we do on a daily basis. How can you be good at something if you're not enjoying it? So one of the things I look for in terms of simplicity is what I call trade verification. And in that, when I'm placing my stop loss, it tells me what the potential risk is, how much we're risking. That for me is a very, very good check. We know that we're doing everything right. So you've got that double check. Simple and verifying exactly what you're doing by double checking the numbers. Number 3, make sure it's cost effective. I say this, but I also say, but not cheap. Okay, don't go out there and look for the cheapest broker. Why not? Look, we pay somewhere in the region of $35 to $45 a million that we trade. So per $1 million that we trade, we pay $35 to $45. I think that is a fair price to pay a broker. There are brokers out there that will charge you $11, $12, $14, $15 per million. For me, I'm not comfortable with that. Everything has to be a win-win situation. The broker has to make their money. We need a reliable service. If the broker is charging you a cheap rate to get you in, let me tell you this, they're going to make money on you somewhere else. They're going to stop hunt you, they're not going to fill you, they're not going to get you out of the trade properly. You need to be aware of that. It's a bit of a dirty world out there. So pay a fair price for your broking platform. Make sure the platform is easy to use, okay? I refer to that, it's simple, it's intuitive, okay? I do not like non-intuitive platforms. There are plenty of them out there. I really struggle with them. We traded once with what I consider to be the largest broking platform on the planet. We just could not get along with it. So make sure it's intuitive, it's easy to use, and it's comfortable on the eye, because you've got to look at that screen all day long, right? Make sure that it's enjoyable. I've said that before. You've got to enjoy using the platform. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're never going to be good at it. Right? I got in the pool last night to swim. I hated every single minute of it because I'm not very good at it. But I'm going to push through that and actually become a half-decent swimmer. But that's a different story. Make sure you enjoy what you're doing and what you're using. Leverage and margin, number 5. Okay, it's very important that you can maximize the leverage. Now, some brokers will give you fairly nominal leverage, 20, 30 to 1. We trade with brokers that give us 500 to 1 leverage. What does that mean? It means that our cash requirement to fund each trade is very, very small. So for example, you could, even with a couple of $1,000s, you could run a $100,000 account, $1 million account, just by using a very small margin requirement. So you can maximize your cash without having to put it all into the broking account. So make sure you get the right leverage, the right margin to suit your account balance and your ability to fund that account balance as well. Number 6, make sure that you can pay money in and withdraw it easily. Make sure that the broker has a very simple system for doing that, and it's not a long-winded process, you know. Listen, there could be dramas around the corner. Sometimes we need to access our funds, right? Make sure it's there, make sure you can get at it easily. Fund safety, very important, very important. Another reason we go with an established broker, okay? Make sure they're AAA rated, AA rated as a minimum. Make sure that you know who they're banking with, right? I know our brokers are banking with a private bank here in Mauritius. We know the bank, I know the chairman, I know some of the board. We're comfortable with the bank that they're using. We know they're solid, they're backed by Bank of Canada, no problems. The other brokers that we use bank with JP Morgan Chase, okay? AAA rated, no problem. So make sure you know where your money's landing. Is there some form of guarantee on it? A lot of countries now are offering a government-backed scheme whereby $50,000 in each account is secured. So make sure your money is safe and you're with the right bank. Speed of execution, very important. You want to be able to press your button and be in the trade. Okay, you need to get filled because the markets can move quickly. Also, you need to get out of your trade. I've seen many trades go up, go up, go up, hit your take profit and come down immediately. And if you're not out in time, you've lost that 3% trade. So make sure speed of execution is good. Also, depending on how you're trading, accuracy of data. Now, if you're buying stocks and real live stocks rather than spread betting or CFD trading, then you're going to be buying market price and you're going to be buying the actual asset. If you're trading a CFD or a spread betting account, then you're not buying the asset. You're trading a market that follows the underlying asset. And in doing that, there can be some price variation. So make sure that the charts follow the absolute underlying asset. What you don't want to do is get caught out because they're manipulating the market. They, the brokers, okay? Another reason to pay a fair price to your broker. You don't want them to manipulate the markets, okay? And it does happen. Like I said, it's a dirty world out there. Competitive spreads, that's number 10. You don't want massively wide spreads. You want to make sure that it's nice and tight because that's, again, how a broker makes their money. If you are trading a 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 point spread, and I have seen it as high as that, then you've got to make those 7 points before you're back in profit, before you even think about making your profit target. So make sure the spreads are fair. I never advocate looking for the tightest possible spreads. Don't squeeze your broker. They've got to make money somewhere, but make sure it's a fair spread, okay? It's a win-win. Like I said, pay your broker a fair price. Make sure they're charging you a fair price. It makes sense, right? It's got to be a win-win in any negotiation. I always look for good quality built-in analysis tools. I don't use very many. Okay, I once said to a broker, a trader actually, what is the best indicator you've ever used? And he said, my eyes. And I think he's absolutely right. The more you trade, the more familiar you get with it, you'll be able to see patterns and be able to predict what's happening in the markets. Some indicators are useful. We use exponential moving averages, we use Fibonacci retracements, plus a couple of others, but we keep it simple. Let me tell you, there are thousands of indicators out there, and I see people loading their charts with it and they're looking for confluence and divergence and, oh come on guys, keep it simple, okay? But make sure you've got good, clear indicators that you can adjust the settings on to make sure they fit your strategy. I always look for a mobile app, okay? Here's my cell phone. On my broking accounts, we can log in anytime, anywhere in the world, check on our trades, we can adjust the trades, we can move the stop loss, we can close them, we can even place a trade. Very important that you can do that. So make sure that your broker offers a mobile application as well. Finally, the big thing for me is make sure there's good customer support. Why is that so important to us? I don't think it is so important to a retail client, but we have many clients in our PAM account, okay, in our fund. We want to make sure that they're well looked after. We want to make sure that the funds are allocated on time. Withdrawal requests are dealt with speedily. You know, we want that client satisfaction. For you, if you're, you should really just not have that much contact with the broker once the account's up and running. But make sure that they still have a 24-hour support, 24/7 support, or at least whilst markets are open, support hotline so that you can deal with any queries that come up for you. So thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. That's my take on finding the perfect trading platform. So, don't forget the movie quote. If you can identify the movie quote from the beginning of the video, there's a prize in it for you. Click on the link below, let us have your email address, tell us where you found the quote from, and we'll get back to you with that prize. I'm not going to tell you what it is, it's a surprise prize. So why is it important for me to create an army of financially free traders? I'll tell you for why. I grew up in a shitty school system. Okay, I was a round peg in a square hole. It just didn't work for me. I went into business without a financial education, without really knowing how to create financial freedom. Luckily for me, I found a different route through T. Harv Eker and the Millionaire Mind Intensive, and a different way of learning. And I want to now share those skills that I've got with as many people as I can, so they don't have to feel some of the pain that I've had over the years. And those people that I teach, I'm going to ask them to go out and teach everybody else. There's no financial consideration to do that. We just want to use that pyramid effect so that we can create this movement of people that are helping others take money out of the markets and become financially free. Now, I know some of you will scoff at that, but I know there's some of you out there that really resonates with at the core, because maybe you've been through a difficult situation, maybe you've had financial problems, maybe you know somebody who has as well. So if it does resonate with you, and I know it does with some people, please click on the link below, share our social media, click on YouTube, subscribe, and support us on our journey. Thank you.